should 18-year-old women be allowed to vote?
Oh, there's so many smart, educated 18-year-olds who.
But like, if they can't date a 30-year-old guy,
because when you're a young 18-year-old, right? You're living off the scope of what you have access to. You're 18, so you can do this. You're 16, so you can get a permit. You have a scope of what you're living in. Mm-hmm. So if you understand politics and what will trickle down to the age group that you're in,
most 18-year-olds don't.
They just
some are very bright. Some are very smart.
Okay, but like all
so they
18...
should. I think 18-year-olds should be able to vote because some of them are politically.
Coming back.
Okay.
Some of them are politically smart because when you think of politics, a lot of the things that will happen if things get elected or if things are voted upon trickles down to universities. It trickles down to colleges, and students are paying attention to that because it's going to happen to their loans. It's going to happen to their campus. It's going to happen to their teachers. It's going to happen to their
there
education.
Can be like people. There can be 18-year-olds who are like. I mean, it's dubious, but I mean, I suppose, yes, technically an 18-year-old could be like very well educated when it comes to politics. I don't know if they have the like requisite life experience to really have like a fully informed like view. But in any case, every single 18-year-old, this includes like the fucking dumb 18-year-olds, can vote.
The question is should. I think
no,
they
it's not should. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is if like we're allowing 18-year-olds to be able to vote, then they should also be able to like have a consensual relationship with another adult.
Right. You said 20 for the example, but
sure, 18. 18. An 18-year-old can date a guy in his 30s.
But not too long ago, 18-year-olds were able to buy tobacco. So they took away that because they're still youth. So logically, yes, 18-year-old, you're an adult, and you're able to make the decision that you want to make. If you want to date a 30-year-old, go date a 30-year-old, and you'll see if your life progresses or declines.
But okay, so I'm a little confused here. So are you you're saying you want to also raise the age of consent too?
Consent? What do you mean?
The age of consent.
What do you mean?
Because like a woman having sex with an 18-year-old versus like an 18-year-old having sex with an 18-year-old, I mean, the actual act of sex is not particularly different if she's having sex with like a 30-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, she can do, if she wants to do that, she'll do that. Only thing that's different is that 30-year-old experience, what he's doing to her body is probably wouldn't be what an 18-year-old would be doing to her body.
To be all we know.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm not sure I totally follow there. So
I mean, I think you said if an 18-year-old does an 18-year-old, what's the difference of them doing a 30-year-old? The 30-year-old's gonna rock her world. I know that. So wouldn't
that be a good thing? Couldn't you just make the argument that like he's more sexually experienced, so the sex is gonna be better? So
yeah, that's facts.
Okay.
So I mean, in the long run, if it doesn't work out, or if it does.
So wait, you're making an argument that they should have sex with older men then?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if they were to, then the sex would be great because they're getting it from a man who has experience. But in the long run, if it doesn't work out, no one in their age range will be able to compare to that. So they might become promiscuous, trying to seek that thrill that they receive from the 30-year-old in the same ages as them, and they're not going to find it. They're going to, let me try this. It was so good. I want to reach that cosmic, ore that I got.
Well, I have a question for you. You do escorting, right?
Not currently. I used to.
No, I thought you do currently.
Currently, I do OF. Escorting,
So a guy came along with $5,000, you wouldn't take it?
If a guy came along with $5,000 in what?
For 1 hour.
Yeah, I would go.
Okay, so you would escort.
Sure, but I don't do it now.
So you're 27, right?
Yes.
18-year-old says, I want to pay you $5,000 to have sex. Do you take it?
Sex?
Yeah. That's what escorting is, right?
No, some escorting, not all escorting sexual.
Do you accept?
Let me think about it.
What do you mean you think about it?
You said how much was it?
5,000.
And he's 18.
He's 18.
For 1 hour. He's 18.
No, only because
you're so
I have a cutoff, which is 24. I have a cutoff.
You have a cutoff?
Dating and being intimate with. So, yes.
Chad, do you believe her?
When it comes to dating and being intimate with someone is 28 because, I've been young. I've taken virginities before. I was young, I was young at the time, so it makes sense. But for me to be a 27-year-old woman and taking a virginity of an 18-year-old.
No, he's not a virgin. He's
even in general, like would I spend time with him? Sure. Would you have sex with him?
He's 30 other.
Wouldn't have sex with him.
Why not?
Because I just
He's
wouldn't
paying
feel
you
comfortable.
You wouldn't feel comfortable?
I still consider them a child.
Okay, he's 21. How about that?
And he's paying?
Yeah.
Then I'll make an exception.
Okay, he's 20.
No.
He's 19.
No.
How's he
20
literally? They're
because-
literally an adult.
Okay, right. But this is the difference. When you said 21, I would accept. Before 21,
Would you date a 21-year-old?
I wouldn't date a 21-year-old.
But you'll take a 20-year-old.
Yes, I would
money
do
for
those
sex.
services with a 21-year-old because we can
Okay.
meet in public. I can get a feel for them. We can
You
have
can
a
meet in
drink.
public for a date.
We can have a drink,
you can do
and we
that.
could actually like talk and have a good time, and then that eases into it. I feel like when you think of escorting, you think of contractual. You can actually enjoy your time with someone.
Sure.
Have a drink, have a cocktail,
Absolutely.
and you're able to do that at 21.
Yeah, but you
a
could-
20-year-old, he's gonna be like maybe stone cold sober, like, you know, like, but. It's just more enjoyable when people are older. But that's just me. That's just me. And if you're able to drink, then you're able to pay for my services and my times. If I were to be doing that, which I'm currently not.
Huh. Okay. I mean, you say that. I do get the impression that if an 18-year-old was like, here's $5,000, I
Right.
want to smash, you'd probably.
Right. I say that when you hear me say it, I'm backing it.
$100,000. Do you do it?
$100,000.
$100,000. Do you do it?
For an 18-year-old, no. I would. Sex though is crazy. I would spend the time and do everything under the sun, like with sex. She asked.
Would you do it for a $2 bill?
I'd probably do it for the.
All right, guys,
100.
we're gonna let the we're gonna do the roast session, then we're gonna wrap the show. We have a.
Give it to me.
Guys, $20 roast, TTS, streamlabs.com/whatever. Really quick before we do that, guys, go to Twitch. Go to twitch.tv where you guys stay for the roast. Stay for the roast.
Oh, make sure a little bit. I was on a napkin.